What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Frescoes, Philly the podcast. And look, the Philadelphia Eagles have themselves a brand new head coach. Nick Sirianni becomes the 25th Philadelphia Eagles head coach in our franchise's history. And I'm here to tell you 5 reasons why you should be excited about Nick Sirianni. Before we get into that, please do be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you are new. We're trying to hit 1,100 by the end of the month. I think it's very possible. I think we're at like 1080 right now, so let's get it. But yeah, let's get into this.
Everywhere, this is for you.
All right, so reason number five to be excited about Nick Sirianni is honestly, he's a young, offensive minded coach. Guy's 39 years old. He has a proven track record of working with quarterbacks, wide receivers. He's done his due diligence. He has a very similar path to the head coach position as someone we all know very well, Andy Reid. So that's not a bad person to be, mentioned and with. But, like I said, he's had the top 10 offense with the Colts 2 of the 3 years he's been the offensive coordinator. So he has a track record of doing well. Obviously has gotten the most out of a lot of the wide receivers that he's worked with, most recently T.Y. Hilton, but you can go back further and see some of the guys he's worked with. And he's gotten the most out of them. We've seen what he's done with the running game in the Colts. I've said this before. You look at Jonathan Taylor. There was points in the season, early in the season where he didn't look like he had it, but he developed. And a lot of that you have to give to Nick Sirianni being that offensive coordinator and being able to work with him so well. So I have to say, number one, it's just the prospect of him being a young, offensive-minded head coach. Now, number two is easy, and it's summed up in 3 words. An Eagles source said, energy, passion, and leadership. This is exactly what he's going to bring to our team. This is what we need. Somebody that's going to be barking at our players at practice, at the games, on and off the field, going to be on our guys to be the best that they can be. And that's what we need. Most sources have raved about his ability to lead players on and off the field and to develop their talent. Like I said, I hope everybody goes or has seen, or if not, go watch it now, the mic'd up, practice moments from him. The guy's passionate. That's what we need. We don't need somebody that's going to be quiet when things go wrong. We need somebody that's going to go yell at these players. And he seems to be somebody like that. So I know as Eagles fans, we're going to be excited to see that. I know me personally, I'm going to be excited to see that. I feel like he's going to bring some accountability in the press conference rooms and on the practice field. Something we've been sorely lacking this year is accountability. We've said it time and time over on this podcast. So it would be nice to see him bring that piece back to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, number three is not necessarily him. It's more the situation. But the truth is, the longer you wait, the harder it is to start getting your offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator, getting position coaches if we're going to have to. So the fact that we got it done now, we're not waiting till, the beginning of February to get our coach, is a good thing. We'll see who he has on his Rolodex. We'll see who his staff is going to be, but at least we're not too far behind the ball in that aspect because, like I said, if we were waiting until February, there's a lot of people that will just say, nah, we're sticking with our guy unless you're giving him a head coaching spot. So, head coaching positions aren't easy to find, don't get me wrong, but they're easier to justify interviews or justify a team giving permission to let someone go interview with another team just because, you're getting a raise, you're getting a promotion. So we needed to have this happen soon. And nobody's saying rush. I'm glad they didn't rush it necessarily, but we could not have waited very much longer. So it's good that we got it done when we did. It is what it is. Now the next one is the unknown. Look, this is a positive and a negative. Now I can do the top 5 negative reasons to be, maybe not excited or pessimistic about him. If you guys want me to do that, I'll do that too. But this one, listen, we don't know what he is, and as much as that might sound as a negative, we didn't know what Andy Reid was. We didn't know what Doug Peterson was. We gave a lot of people shots. And, something that's crazy is that the last 3 now, including, our head coach now, Nick Sirianni, the last 3 head coaches we had didn't even interview with another team. Doug Peterson didn't. Obviously, Nick Sirianni didn't. And obviously, Chip Kelly didn't. So it's very very much like us to do something like this. And look, it panned out with Doug Peterson. Unfortunately, we are where we are right now, but we did get a Super Bowl. We made the playoffs 3 times in a row in 5 years. I mean, on paper, Doug Peterson didn't do terrible. There was way more to it. And, we are where we are, and we have a new head coach. But realistically, Doug Peterson didn't do terrible. Like I said, there was more behind it. But, to stay on Nick Sirianni, we don't know what he is. So we have the element of surprise in a sense, and we hear nothing but good things. So we have to wait and see. So, like I said, it's kind of not really that positive, but it's not a negative. He's not a bad hire. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that you hire and off the bat, oh, this is going to change the franchise. They're amazing. And there's some people that you see and you're like, why did they pick him? He's not either. And that's not a bad thing, especially this far in the process. We could have ended up with the Dallas special teams coach. So, I mean, in retrospect, he's probably one of the top options at head coach that were left. Now, lastly, the last one I'm going to say is something that I said about Doug Peterson when he first got here. And I'm not saying that they listened to me because I didn't have my podcast then. But I think that they felt it. They felt me say this. We got veteran offensive and defensive coordinators to kind of not take over, but, help Doug Peterson along the way, become a head coach and just kind of get his feet wet and not have all the pressure on him. I hope that this kind of forces them to do the same thing with Nick Sirianni and goes out there and gets us a solid defensive coordinator that you say, this is yours. Kind of like what we did with Jim Schwartz. I know it's not going to happen, but I've been saying the OSU defensive lineman for the defensive line coach for the longest. He's their assistant head coach as well, Larry Johnson. I'm a huge fan of him. That is not what this video is about. But either way, we need to go out there and get somebody that is proven, that can, come out here and just take over our defense. And on the offense, we need somebody that's going to create a great room. We need to get back to 2017. And if we can do that, it's going to start with our coaches and our position group rooms. So we need people that are like him. You know what I'm saying? Look at when we were in 2017, we had Doug Peterson that was a quarterback, so he could work with quarterbacks. He knew how it was. We also had DeFilippo, who was a quarterback that worked with quarterbacks. And then you look at Frank Wright, former quarterback. You guys get where I'm going. We need, and I'm not saying it's just because of Wentz. No matter who our quarterback is going to be, we need a front office and a coaching staff that is going to develop that talent consistently. That is going to be the most important thing. And, so we'll see. We will see. Look, I'm not upset about this pick. I want to see who's going to be our coordinators. That's the most important thing to me. But you guys let me know. Are you guys excited about this pick? Are you upset about this pick? I know there's a lot of people on the fence. So, hey, man, it is what it is. We got us a new head coach, Nick Sirianni. I'm looking forward to his press conference. That's what I'm probably going to go live and whatever, just not monetize it because they'll probably copyright strike me. But we got to see this. I know we all got to see it, so we're gonna probably have to watch it together. But either way, you know what it is. This Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace.